Hey you guys, what is up? Welcome back, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Before jumping any further into today's video, please be sure to click that subscribe button. We are trying to reach 5K by the end of this year, or at least get really close. So if you like what you see, click that subscribe button. I post videos 3 times a week, so there is always new content to binge. We might have a little guest appearance every now and then in today's video. Dakota's just kind of wandering around. There's a little bit of noise in the apartment next to us, so she's kind of freaking out. But today I have a new fitness video for you guys. You guys have said that you really wanted more wellness and fitness content here on this channel. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about all of my tips on how to get yourself motivated to work out. How to find the motivation, how to make sure that it sticks around. I have tons of tips and tricks in today's video, so without further ado, let's just jump right in. So look, at the end of the day, you can watch hundreds of videos around the similar subject matter of like how to get motivated to work out, how to start working out, but at the end of the day, you have to be the one that's going to push yourself to start. Don't wait for that next Friday or the start of a new week. If you're feeling motivated on a Tuesday, start on a Tuesday. I tell all of my friends who ask me for similar advice, like literally ride that wave of motivation. As soon as you feel it in your body and you feel like you want to get moving, just do something, anything, because it's really going to help you start forming a consistent habit and a consistent pattern. This is something that I feel like I've mentioned in a lot of my videos surrounding fitness and wellness, and that is to not let the physical changes that you may or may not see be what drive you to start working out, because there are so many more different factors than just simply working out that cause physical changes that you may or may not see in your body. Diet being a big one, also just your genetics being a big thing as well. And also, if you're just working out to like get a six-pack, you're gonna get really exhausted really fast, because getting something like a six-pack, again, if your genetics allow you to have one, take months and months and months to obtain. So your motivation is basically going to plummet. So my best piece of advice is to start by writing down small yet attainable goals that you can definitely achieve, and then build up from there to long-term goals. So for example, my goal is to be able to do 5 push-ups, or my goal is to eventually be able to do the splits, or I want to run a mile in X amount of minutes. And then once you start reaching these small goals, then you can build up to the big guys. But by keeping the goals small that you'll be able to kind of check off your list every month or so, it's gonna keep you motivated to keep going. And those small goals add up to big things, and it also keeps you really consistent. Never underestimate the power of a good playlist and a good workout outfit. Honestly, there are days where I wake up and I'm just really not in the mood to work out, but once I put on like a good matching set, I just feel so motivated. And it's the same thing for music, because music totally sets the tone for everything in your life, but especially when you're working out. And that could be different for everybody. I feel like sometimes people assume you have to listen to like one specific type of music to get you hyped for working out, but everybody likes different things. So you might really love working out to classical music, you might love working out to rap, you might love working out to country music. Find what gets you in the best headspace and just run with it. Put together a workout routine that truly excites you, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the one that's the most trendy that you see everywhere on the internet. If being in a gym doesn't excite you at all, that is totally okay. There are literally hundreds of other options. Obviously right now we're going through a global pandemic. A lot of studios and gyms are closed, but if you're in an area where things are open, I always suggest try a little bit of everything. There are so many classes to explore: cycling, boxing, running, Orange Theory, Barry's Boot Camp. Literally your options are endless. And plus, a lot of these studios have like a first time promo where you'll get your first class for free or at a really discounted rate. So there's literally no harm in trying everything. The worst that happens is you don't like it, but at least you got movement in your body for that day. Now, if you're somebody like me who is still in a state where a lot of things are not open, for those who don't know, I live in New York City, and even though a couple gyms are open, I still just don't feel comfortable enough to go back. So if you're somebody like me who just either doesn't feel comfortable or a lot of places aren't open, here's my tip for you. Utilize free workout resources on Instagram and YouTube. Literally, there are thousands, and find the instructor or the trainer that works for you the best. Now, some of my favorite instructors and trainers online include Fit with Julia, Blogilates, Sydney Cummings, Pamela Reif, but there are seriously like so many different incredibly knowledgeable trainers and instructors who are literally putting out resources for free on the internet. So find some videos that you love, find some instructors that really like get you pumped up, and like create a playlist, whether that be in the save section of your Instagram or create a playlist on your YouTube page. And that way every single morning you have a workout video that you can follow, ready to go, lined up, and there's literally no excuses. I think a lot of people assume that when they finally want to start on like their fitness journey that they have to invest a lot of money into it, whether that be, you know, going to classes or investing in a personal trainer. And while there are definitely benefits to all of those things, you know, I really do think that you can start by investing $0. I will say though, if you're somebody who is like brand new to fitness, I do definitely think that there is a benefit in investing in like 2 or 3 privates with a personal trainer just to make sure that your form is correct and you're not going to accidentally injure yourself. But I do know that given the current world circumstances, budgets are tight for a lot of people, myself included. So, you know, take advantage of the free, seriously. Like there are so many options. Now, if you're somebody who really thrives workout-wise, being surrounded by other people, during this time where we can't necessarily all be together in a physical sense, I think it might be super helpful to create a virtual workout accountability group. Maybe you have some friends who are like you, who are finally like feeling super motivated and wanting to, you know, jump in on their fitness journey. Create like a Zoom party every single week. Maybe you guys like do a workout together, or maybe you guys just meet up once a week over Zoom or Google Meet or something and just kind of talk about like any goals you've reached, how you've been feeling that week. I really do think that an accountability partner can be great for certain people. For myself at this point, like the motivation just kind of comes naturally, and I actually love working out by myself, but I think this can be great for beginners who are, again, working to build consistent, healthy habits. And if you feel comfortable, depending on where you live, you can also meet up with like 1 or 2 friends and do a socially distanced outside workout. I've seen a lot of my friends doing this in the city. Again, I'm just kind of trying to stay isolated as much as possible, but if you feel comfortable with that and also you're being safe and practicing social distancing, I think that that can also be a great way to have a like accountability partner as well. This next tip is something that I actually used to do after I finished my national tour a few years ago, because I was finally back in the city full time and I hadn't been really consistently working out because being on tour and being in a show and doing 8 shows a week was my workout. But once I got back into the city, I definitely found it a little hard to get back into a consistent workout schedule. And there were days where I just like, you know, I felt so groggy in the morning or so tired I didn't really want to get out of bed. And so what I did was I actually had a fitness journal, and what I would do is I would write how I was feeling before and after every single one of my workouts. And flipping back through those pages, if you do this, you'll slowly notice there is not a single day that you do not feel better after working out. Having like that physical record to look back on really did keep me motivated, and I think that that could help a lot of you as well. I tell this to all of my friends who are like maybe going to their first workout class or trying out a new, you know, fitness studio, and they might be a little nervous or apprehensive. I always tell them, you know, walking in, it's okay to be a little nervous, but you will never regret going. So don't back out. Again, ride that wave of motivation and just keep going. But a fitness journal, I think, can be super helpful. If you daily journal, this can be something that you also incorporate into that, or maybe you have a bullet journal with like a habit tracker, you can write it in on there as well. And lastly, the final thing that I want to mention in today's video that I think is really, really important is everybody's workout journey is going to be different. There are going to be days where you simply just cannot muster the motivation to work out and you need to take a day or 2 off, and that is totally okay. First of all, our bodies are not meant to work out 7 days a week, or at least go hard 7 days a week. So, you know, in no means does it make you a failure for taking a day or 2 off, or just simply saying, you know what, I think I need a break. So take that day or 2 off, but don't let it become a week, because then I feel like you kind of have to start back at square one. So if you need to take a day off or 2 days, take those 2 days off and then get right back into your routine. There you guys have it. Those are all of my tips on how to stay motivated and how to motivate yourself to work out. I really hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you'd like to see more fitness and wellness content here on my channel, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and also let me know that in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe. We are trying to reach 5K by the end of this year. Also, be sure to follow me on all of my other social media networks, subscribe to my podcast, check out my Amazon shop. The links are always in the description box below. Also, I do have a couple discount codes for some of my favorite places to work out. Those are also always in the description as well. But until my next video, I hope you all are staying safe, happy, and healthy, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Okay? Bye, everybody.